It's Coast to Coast with Mike, your host. It's the YouTube show that helps you cash in most. His track record's phenom, his cashing rate is the bomb, and it's all brought to you by RacingDudes.com. And now, the host of your show, Mike Somich.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Coast for June 9th, 2018. I'm your host Mike Somich, and we're excited because today is the day Justify goes for the Triple Crown. It's a great day over at Belmont. We've got 10 stakes on the card. The undercard's loaded, full fields, great betting sequences. That late pick 5 is going to pay amazing, so I'm excited about that late pick 5. We've got everything covered over on RacingDudes.com from live updates. So we've got 3 of the dudes at the track, Jared, Aaron, and Slim. So make sure you follow at Racing_Dudes and Saratoga Slim on Twitter. They'll be having live updates, pictures, and videos all day. We've got the 16-page Belmont Stakes preview guide with all the undercard races covered over at the website, RacingDudes.com. And there's going to be a live podcast, a reaction to whatever happens, win or lose, after the Belmont Stakes. So keep an eye out for that as well. But you're here to get some picks. So without further ado, let's go coast to coast. Halterman, who you got in the Met Mile?
What's going on, guys? I am so happy to be back for a Saturday edition of Coast to Coast, and we cannot be more excited for what is going to be an incredible day of racing. There is no better day in racing than when the Triple Crown is on the line at Belmont Park. The excitement is going to be amazing. 90,000 people crammed into the Belmont Park grandstand to watch Justify try to become just the 13th horse in the history of American racing to win the Triple Crown. So, it is a huge day. It's a Breeders' Cup-like day. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. There's 10 stakes on this card. It is an amazing card that Belmont Park has put together. I want to talk about race number 9. That's the Grade 1 Met Mile. And this race every year is one of the highlights of the racing season. This year is no different. Number 1, Mind Your Biscuits, headlines this field after winning the Group 1 Golden Shaheen at Dubai for the second straight year. This year, absolutely amazing, as Mind Your Biscuits came from dead last to win the race by a head in a furious rally down the lane on a track that had been favoring speed horses all day long. Mind Your Biscuits comes from last to first, so that was an incredible performance. There's going to be a lot made about him stretching his distance out to a mile today, and can he do that? I just want you to take a look at the Cigar Mile last year at Aqueduct to close out his 2017 campaign. To me, it was one of the best races of his career. He did get beat by 5 lengths in that race to Sharp Azteca, but that horse just was amazing and freaked that day. If Sharp Azteca was out of the race, Mind Your Biscuits would have been a great winner of the Cigar Mile. So I believe a mile is right there in his wheelhouse, especially at one turn. So Mind Your Biscuits a top pick for me. The horse I am worried about is number 10, B Jersey for Steve Asmussen. This horse has a ton of early speed, and that speed could make him loose on the lead today. And if that happens, maybe Mind Your Biscuits will have a tough time running down at B Jersey, because this horse definitely is coming into the race hot. Was a Grade 3 winner last time out at Lone Star. So there's a lot to like about number 10, B Jersey. Now, to make this thing pay, I'm looking at 3 horses with double-digit odds that kind of had an impact on the 3-year-old season last year, and they're going to try to jump up and make an impact this year. I'll start with number 6, One Liner for Todd Pletcher. This horse was kind of being talked about as a major Derby contender. Got injured last year after winning the Southwest Stakes at Oaklawn Park. Came back this year, has kind of had some mixed success, won an allowance at Keeneland, and was recently second in the Pimlico Special. But I think the mile distance is perfect for him. I think he's really going to excel at it. This will be a cutback from his last couple of races. I think he's dangerous here. I think he will get a little bit of pace to run into, kind of have a target, get a nice stalking trip. So One Liner for me I really like. I also like number 4, McCracken, a little bit as well. This is a horse almost won the Haskell Invitational last year. Came back this year with a win 5 weeks ago at Churchill Downs against Allowance Company. I think he could be awfully tough today. Another one that could stock the pace, maybe get the trip. Also, number 5, Good Samaritan, maybe one to play in the underneath spots, in the 3rd and 4th spot especially. This horse always brings an effort. He always kind of closes from off the pace. The problem is it's a mile race, so he's cutting back in distance, and I'm not sure that's something he really wants to do. But if I'm wrong about the pace and B Jersey is really getting pushed by 2 or 3 other horses and it all falls apart, Good Samaritan can pick up the pieces late. So it's a great race. We'll see what happens here. For me, I'm going 1, 10, 6, and 4 for my top 4. I'm also going to play Good Samaritan underneath a little bit too. He would be my 5th choice in the race if you want to look at it like that. So it's going to be an amazing day of racing at Belmont Park, and wish everybody luck on this Breeders' Cup-like card.
Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate you knocking out the Met Mile for us. Hopefully Mind Your Biscuits can fire. I'm going to actually roll back one race and look at the 8th race, the Just a Game. It's 1 mile on the turf for 4-year-olds and up, fillies. And I think this race is really interesting because you've got some courses coming out of the same race last time that are all over the place. And I actually like the one who's going to be the longest shot in here, the 6-horse Cambodia. Cambodia is 10-1 on the morning line, and I think that she's got every right to improve off that last start. It was the first start of her 4-year-old campaign. I love the fact that Proctor is shipping her in here. Thomas Proctor is very good second off a longer layoff, very good 30 to 61 days. I think that he's going to have this horse ready to go. I think it's a great sign that Drayden Van Dyke returns. If you look back in the back class, Drayden Van Dyke had a run back-to-back 101 buyers, including in the 3-year-old Breeders' Cup turf race. So you know that she's able to fire, and if she can get back to that form or improve off it, which she should be able to, as going from a 3 to 4-year-old, I think she can be a real threat in here at 10-1. For my second pick, I'm going to go to Off Limits. Off Limits loves Belmont. Off Limits loves this distance. Off Limits is a very good horse. I think that those two are really the class of the field. My third choice is going to be the 7-horse, A Raving Beauty. I think this is an interesting horse from the Chad Brown barn. You have her coming in as a second time in North America, something that Chad does very well. And I like the placement here. I'm a little concerned that the distance is a little too short for her, but we'll see. I think that she'll be ready to go, and she'll definitely fire. Those are the 3 I'll be using in my pick 4s and pick 5s, with Cambodia as my kind of feature horse in some of the single race bets. In the 4th spot, I am leaning toward Proctor's Ledge. I think there's a lot of speed in here. I think between lull and on leave, you're going to see them set a pretty brisk pace. I think it's going to set up well for Proctor's Ledge. But I don't think that Proctor's Ledge has the ability to crack the top 3. So for me, I'm going to go with Cambodia. The 6-horse is my first pick. Off Limits, the 3 is my second. 7, A Raving Beauty's third. And 5, Proctor's Ledge as my 4th pick. In the Belmont, like every other dude, I will be taking Justify. But I do want to point out one thing that I find very interesting. If you take Justify out, the 4th best buyer run in this field is actually by Noble Indy, which you would not expect. Noble Indy should get a pretty light pace up front with Justify, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if she can hold on for something in that 2nd to 4th hole. So I'd highly recommend that you put Noble Indy somewhere in those supers. Good luck, everybody, today. It's going to be an awesome card. Don't forget to bet the late pick 5, bet the late pick 4, and good luck, Justify. Hopefully we see a Triple Crown winner.
Thanks for watching Coast to Coast, brought to you by RacingDudes.com. I was your host, Mike Somich. You can follow me on Twitter at Samobomb18, and you can follow the Racing Dudes at Racing_Dudes. Head over to RacingDudes.com for all the latest news, articles, free picks, and premium selections. Don't forget to check out the podcast, Blinkers Off, available twice a week on iTunes, SoundCloud, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.